So Chris Eubank Jr. has given an interview on Fight Hype where he said that he's signed a 3-fight deal to work with Al Haymon at PBC. Now, the start of this deal is going to be the James DeGale fight, which is coming up in the next, I think, 2 weeks. So, yeah, 3-fight deal with Al Haymon, who, Al Haymon we know is not officially a promoter. So, I think that was the best move for Eubank Jr. moving forward, because even though Al Haymon is not officially a promoter, Al Haymon be the sort of person who can maneuver Eubank Jr. into certain fights, and we'll say for argument's sake Eubank Jr. wants to stay at super middleweight. Al Haymon has, as far as I know, he has Anthony Durrell, and I think he's David Benavidez too. So there's 2 fighters that, Eubank Jr. could potentially fight against. He has Caleb Plant as well. So in terms of the super middleweight division, it seems as though Al Haymon has most of the fighters who are world champions. And if you look at the middleweight division, it seems that Eddie Hearn at the zone, well, he's all the champions, Eddie Hearn at the middleweight division. So Eubank Jr., I'm sure, sees his future at super middleweight rather than middleweight. And, I think it's a good move for him, taking this deal with Al Haymon. I don't know much about what is going moving forward, but I think it's a good deal. And, it's interesting that you signed the 3-fight deal, because it seems that's the way a lot of promoters are going these days, where they're offering fighters these short-term deals. You have your 3 fights and you're done. Because I think that a lot of the issues with fighters these days is some of them are signing long-term deals to promoters. And, for whatever reason, maybe it doesn't work out, maybe the promoter's not doing the job, and they're stuck tied into that, and then that's when the issues start. Like, if you look at Artur Beterbiev with Yvonne Michel, I still don't know what the story is with that. He was fighting with Eddie Hearn, then he was fighting with Bob Arum, or now he's fighting with Bob Arum, I should say, and now, does he still have the issues with Yvonne Michel? What's going on there? So, issues like that can happen when you sign long-term deals, and I think it's good that people like, Al Haymon, and who's not a promoter officially, but Al Haymon, Eddie Hearn are offering these guys, 3-fight deals, or, in Dylan White's case, I think it's a fight-by-fight basis. So, it's giving more power, I think, to the fighter, which is what's needed. Now, with regards to this with Eubank Jr., I think that Al Haymon would be a good fit for Eubank Jr. as a promoter, not officially, but you know what I mean. And, it gives the Eubanks a bit more freedom. And I spoke about Eubank Jr. being managed very well. I can imagine his dad had a big influence on this, and I think that from a career perspective, I think that signing with Al Haymon is the best option for him moving forward, especially if they're trying to launch a PBC brand in the UK. They've already done a deal with ITV, the Eubanks are fighting on ITV, so I think that this all works out very well. Now, all this, I think, was taken into consideration, the fact that most people expect Eubank Jr. to beat James DeGale. Like myself, I do as well. Should he lose that fight, it'd be very interesting to see what would happen with that deal. Would it be the exact same? Would it change? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see on that. So I'm just reporting on this. Again, I think it's a good deal. It's a good offer. I don't know about the offer, but it's a good kind of move forward for the Chris Eubank Jr. And, I think that him working with Al Haymon could be very good. Could be very beneficial for him. And, I think it's going to help promote the ITV brand or the PBC UK brand, because you've got guys like Joe Joyce, and now you've got people like Chris Eubank Jr. You've got Joe Joyce, an Olympic silver medalist, the heavyweight. You've got Chris Eubank Jr., someone who does do good numbers, who is known to the general public. So I think, it's a good move from Eubank Jr. moving forward. It's a good move by Al Haymon. So, it's going to put pressure on guys like Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn to deliver in the UK, because, Eddie Hearn is doing his own thing, and, his cards in the UK, will they suffer from it? We've already seen some kind of hit and miss cards so far we've only seen the one, but he's got a card coming up, I believe, with Jordan Gill heading it. It looks more like a next-gen card than it does anything else, so maybe we'll see Eddie Hearn, step on the gas a bit, and maybe try and make these Sky cards a little bit better. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on this anyway, so please feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and let me know what you think. And as always, please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that. It all helps this channel out a lot. And yeah, as always, I will talk to you after.